Hello everybody and welcome to another December daily video. Today's video is going to be on day 7, which is going to be about our little family photo shoot that we took just by ourselves. I'm going to be doing multiple pages for this day because I do have a lot of photos that I want to try to include. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just taking my photos that I have and placing them where I think they're going to go. I did a little pre-planning before I printed out this day, so I'm pretty sure I know where they're going to go. You'll see that I have a 4x6 photo that I have added a digital brush from Paislee Press onto, and then I also have picked out that tree card from the Paislee Press mini kit, and I thought the colors really worked well with our family photos, so I'm going to stick with that and probably put something on top of the trees or the number 7. I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm going to leave it just plain. Right now I am trying to figure out where my individual photos of the kids are going to go. I have 2 that are 3x4, and then you'll see here in a minute that I have a smaller photo that I'm going to add on top of some sort of journaling card that I'm going to pick out right now. I have a couple of options. At first I did like this card that says magic on it, and that one I think is from a Studio Calico kit, and then the rest are probably from the Paislee Press kit. So I'm going to pick out a few of my favorites to start. The magic card really worked well with the colors of my photos, but in the end I did want to add some actual color in there because I really don't have any. So I'm going to go ahead with this striped card and switch it out for the magic one. Now this is the part in the process where I know what cards are going to go where and what photos are going to go where. And now I can start the process of embellishing my cards. The first thing that I want to do is to add this big white chipboard number 7 to my tree card. And I had this one from, I believe it was last year's December daily kit. So I love how it looks on top of the trees. I also want to add something else to our family photo, maybe a chipboard piece or something along the bottom. So I pick out this red chipboard piece and I'm going to put it on there along with a gold star. I'm not going to add anything else to that photo, so it is all done. Now I do want to add a little bit of something onto this tree card, maybe to the right of the number 7. So I go through my stash of stickers and pick out this black little, it's kind of see-through, and I just stick it right underneath the number 7. And that card is going to be done. There's a closer look for you. And I just love that card. It's probably one of my favorites out of the kit. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is I want to add a little bit of something to each of the kids' pictures. So I decide that I want to add their initials. So I'm going to start to play around with my stickers and put initials on each of them. And then I also decide that I want to add a star to each one. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to slip them into the pockets so that I have a better look at how the page looks all together. So I can figure out where I want to put their initials. I'm going to put the K on the bottom there on Caitlin's photo. And then I'm also going to add a phrase sticker to all of them here in a little bit. Now Noah's was kind of tricky. I didn't want to put it on the bottom. So I'm going to put it up in that empty space on the top of the photo. I think it is the perfect spot because it does not compete with the number 7 card. So there I am adding the phrase sticker. The next thing that I need to do is figure out how I want to embellish this stripe colored card. Now, I did print out a small picture of Maddie, and I knew I didn't want it the full 3x4 size because I wanted to add in a little bit of color to this spread here. So I pick out this chipboard piece that came in the Paislee Press kit, and I'm going to add her initial on the chipboard piece along with the star, and then I'm going to place the picture underneath the chipboard piece, and that will complete that card. This is the part where I am going to take all the pictures out and put everything on because I am satisfied with how everything looks. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything done. And then so I can move on to my last page, which is a picture of the 3 kids. I don't know about you guys, but my kids are not very excited about taking photos, especially family photos. And so when I announced on Saturday morning that we were going to go down and get a family photo, they were less than thrilled. But I said, put on the clothes that I've placed out on your bed and let's go. So we quickly got ready and went down and took a couple photos. It didn't take too long, and I am so happy that we did. I just love all of these photos, and it will be great to look back on these in a couple years because the kids grow so much, and I am just excited to have these in my album this year. All right, as I'm finishing up this last 3x4 card, I want to talk about the next page that I have here to finish up. This one is one that I put together myself. I used Photoshop and started with this digital wreath from Paislee Press, and then I put the picture underneath of it. And then I needed some journaling for this day because I didn't have any yet. So I put it on the bottom right-hand side there. Now I've added a little see-through piece that says my favorite. And I can't remember where I got that, probably from Studio Calico. And I just went ahead and used my tiny attacher to put it on, and placed it kind of in a spot where I could try and hide it with this felt star. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I do want to add a little bit of something onto the other side of the wreath on the top there. I decided to start out by cutting out one of these little circle pieces from one of the 3x4 cards. And it says, all I want and all I need. So I'm going to cut out one of those and then probably add a couple other things along with that. Now you'll see that this one is not in the page protector. What I did is measure it out to about 4.5 by 7. And that is pretty much the measurements of the page protectors themselves. And then I just put some holes into this page and so that I can fit it in to my album. And right now I'm looking through all of my embellishments. I'm going to add a heart and then a chipboard piece, and then I'm going to add the number 7 on the bottom because I figured that it would be helpful to add the number on this one as well, just to make sure that we know what day this is. because it is a continuation of the other side. I did have to grab another 7 because the first one I tried wasn't very sticky. So I'm going to try this one and see if it'll stay on there. If not, I will use some glue because this one is not in a page protector. So I do want everything to be able to stay on there. So I'm going to take this time and wrap up this video. I want to say thank you so much for coming again and watching. I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in its place and back in the page protectors, and then take one last look, and I will be done with day 7. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.